Hello, my name is Tony.
And my name is Linda.
In this video, we give you 10 steps to improving your self-control. Step 1. Think big, start small, move fast. Think, what do you want to achieve out of this life? Step 2. Start with small goals to build your self-confidence. Step 3. Don't procrastinate. Start right away. Step 4. Find an accountability partner to push you when your motivation is waning. Step 5. Visualize how you'll feel when you achieve the goal. Step 6. Don't quit. Setbacks will happen. Acknowledge them and move forward. Step 7. Some goals take time before you see results. Remember, you're priming the pump. Step 8. Avoid negative self-talk. Speak positively to yourself. You can do it. You will do it. Step 9. Build upon your successes. Make each new goal a little bigger than your previous goal. Step 10. Break large multi-year goals down into smaller, achievable short-term goals.
Self-control is the ability to control your own actions when faced with temptation. Now, that can be a temptation to do something that you shouldn't, or a temptation to not do something that you should. For example, temptation to spend money you don't have, or temptation to sit on the couch eating Twinkies instead of going to work or to the gym. Self-control is the ability to push forward even when you don't feel like doing so. Self-control is the cornerstone of financial independence. A rare few ever achieve financial independence without exercising self-control.
It takes self-control to work harder for your employer, to go to that second job or side hustle, to go to school, to develop those skills which will enable you to earn more of your career. It takes self-control to avoid making purchases that you want but don't need, to pay off that credit card each month. It takes self-control to invest in the stock market each month when the market is doing poorly and it feels like your contributions are being vaporized. To ride out the fluctuations in the market rather than selling when the market tanks. No one has ever become wealthy by buying high and selling low. It takes self-control to go to the gym 5 days a week, even on those days when you simply don't feel like it.
Self-control is a learned response that comes easier for some than others. Some people learn self-control from their parents, others from their military service, a sibling, friend, mentor, or perhaps they are self-taught through self-help books or the School of Hard Knocks. The point is that self-control can be taught. Start by setting goals for yourself. Start small so you can build confidence. I have never met a truly confident person who lacks self-control. Not saying the world isn't full of them, I just have not met them. Most people I know who lack self-discipline also lack self-confidence. Starting with small goals helps build confidence. This is a virtuous circle. The more self-discipline you achieve, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more self-discipline you have.
It can be as simple as, I'm going to start waking up 30 minutes earlier than normal each morning. You can read self-improvement books, exercise, spend quiet time with the Lord, have a coffee with your spouse, and so on. Whatever you do isn't the initial point. The point is that you develop the self-discipline to get out of bed 30 minutes earlier than you normally do. Doing something you enjoy will help you stay the course. Tell yourself that you're going to do this for 8 weeks. Get a printed calendar and mark off each day that you achieve your goal. Then get started right away. Don't fall into that I'm gonna start next week or someday trap. Nope. Start first thing tomorrow morning.
If you mess up and sleep in a day, don't quit. Get back on track the very next day. After 8 weeks, be sure to celebrate your success. Then, set a new goal, one a little more challenging than the last. Build upon your success. Perhaps it is to get up an hour earlier than you normally did. Or maybe it is to open a brokerage account or start saving money. If you are not saving for your retirement and your employer offers a 401k, then enroll in it as soon as you can. Even if you have to start with just 1% or 2%, you can increase that amount each time you get a raise. Achieving self-control is about baby steps, starting small and layering on additional things. Before you know it, you will be achieving the big things in life.
Most people who start out trying to achieve really big things first get discouraged and fail. Then they quit. Tackling a goal that takes years to achieve right out of the gate is building a house without a foundation. It's destined to fail. Fail at your first self-control goal and that will weaken your confidence. I've listened to many people who failed at something tell themselves that they can never achieve anything. That's garbage. You can do most things you set your mind to if you've developed the self-discipline it takes to get you there.
Be very careful what you say to yourself. Negative self-talk is toxic. You replay it in your mind over and over again until you start to believe it. If your self-talk is negative, then tell it to shut up. Tell yourself that you can achieve the goals that you set out to achieve, and this is just a temporary setback. Anyone who ever achieved anything great has had to deal with setbacks. A setback is nothing more than a practice run. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Tell yourself you can do it. Chances are you are right. Don't listen to negative self-talk from anyone else either. Surround yourself with people who have a high degree of self-control and regularly offer you words of encouragement. The more you do, the more you can do.
Ever see a picture of one of those old hand pumps used to pump water from a well? My grandpa had one of them on his farm he leased. I remember pumping it as a little boy. I would pump and nothing would happen. Let my grandpa know that it was broke. He told me it wasn't broke. It just required that I stick with it and keep pumping. So I went back to the well and kept pumping. Sure enough, water eventually started to pour out. The pump was pulling the water out of a deep well, so it needed to fill the long pipe before I could see any water come out. I was amazed at how much water did pour out with each cycle of the hand pump, once the pump was primed.
The point here is that if you stick with it, you will see results. Suppose you set a goal to start funding your 401k. You start with 3% from each paycheck. Then you get a 3% raise. Rather than increase your cost of living, you put 2% of your raise in your 401k. Now you are putting in 5%. If your employer has a match, you get that percentage as well. The following year, you get another 3% raise and maintain your course. Putting another 2% in your retirement account brings the amount from each check from 5% to 7%. You do the same until you max out your annual contributions.
You primed the pump with the original 3% and your contributions grew faster and faster as you increased the amount each year. Let's look at another example. Suppose you start getting up an hour earlier each morning to go to the gym. At first, you can't lift very much weight, and you're out of breath after 5 minutes on a treadmill, elliptical, or stationary bike. However, you pace yourself so that you do not cause any injury. You go to the gym 3 days and then take a day off for rest and recovery. You keep this cycle going month in and month out. Slowly, you begin to notice that you're able to lower the pin and increase the weight on all of the strength building machines. You may have even graduated to the free weight section of the gym.
You also notice that you can increase the speed and duration on the treadmill. You primed the pump by showing up and getting started. You didn't overdo it, and you didn't give up. Before long, the water was flowing with increased strength and endurance. So, you have water flowing in 2 areas of your life. Before long, you are in the best shape of your life, and you are on a path to being financially independent at retirement. Now, suppose you don't like your job, but you like the company that you work for. Look at other positions within the company. Find one that you would like to do.
Interview the people who currently hold that position. What did they do to get there? Maybe they have a college degree and you don't. If that is a requirement for the position, then set a goal to get one. Like all large goals, break it down into smaller, more attainable goals. Getting a bachelor's degree while working full-time is not an easy task. I know because I did it. The goal can seem just too far out there when you're spending evenings in classes and weekends doing homework. Rather, focus on getting through 1 semester, then 1 year, then your associate's degree. Before you know it, you'll be walking down the aisle with your bachelor's degree in hand. Achieving great things in life are accomplished by getting started and taking little bites out of your goals every day. That's how I earned my MBA.
Listen, the important thing is not to quit. Sometimes you will need to take your mind off the task at hand and focus on something else. Suppose you are trying to curb your spending, but you are out shopping with a friend. You see something that you really like. Take your mind off the item and think about other things. Think about a time when you bought something that you really thought you wanted, but now it is cluttering up your garage or closet. Think about a time you really wanted something, but resisted the urge to spend the money. Think about how good that made you feel. Think about the reason why you are cutting your spending.
What do you plan to do with that money? Maybe you're saving for a new car or your first home. Whatever the goal, visualize how good it's going to feel when you attain it. These little mind tricks can get you through the weak moments that derail your goals. Consider having an accountability partner, someone who is also trying to achieve some goals. Call them when you feel your self-control is running low. They can help you through those weak moments. Also, call them when you pull yourself through those weak moments to celebrate your success. Be available to them as well. You'll find that the experience helps you as much as it does them.
We hope that these tips help you on your journey to increase your self-control. Remember to start small. Celebrate your successes. Break large goals down into short goals that you can visualize the outcome. When you have weak moments, and you will have weak moments, remember, it can help by taking your mind off of the task at hand and focus on things that can get you through it. Focus on the end goal and how good you will feel when you achieve it. Also, consider getting an accountability partner. He or she can help you as you help them achieve their goals. Build upon your success with incremental goals. Set goals to improve your mind, body, and spirit. Get a little better each day.
If you like this video, then smash that like button. Share your successes with us in the comments section. We love hearing how you have accomplished your goals. Subscribe to our channel where we provide a new life lesson each week. Click the bell to get notification of your next video. Until then, work hard, earn more, spend less, and invest the rest. Thank you.